Hi guys, it's Usernamekate and welcome back to my channel. Well, I thought I'd dress for the occasion, seeing as I'm fresh off the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride after Triumph lent me this lovely Speedmaster 1200. So I figured I would do a walk around video for you guys and talk you through the bike and what it's all about. So if you're interested in a little walk around on this thing, stick around and stay tuned. Triumph kindly lent me this motorcycle to do the ride on, and you know what, when they said, Kate, we're lending you a Speedmaster, I didn't really know anything about this bike, to be quite honest. Cruiser style bikes are not usually my sort of first go-to when it comes to genres of motorcycles, but I was like, you know what, can't kick a gift horse in the mouth, is that the saying? I don't quite know. And yeah, they sent one anyway, and when it arrived I thought, okay, I see it, I get it. And riding this at the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride literally put the biggest smile on my face. So I figured it deserved a walk round, which is what I'm going to do for you guys today. So I'll talk you guys through this little beauty and yeah, let's get cracking. Righty ho, so to start with, here is the bike in all its glory. It is Triumph's Speedmaster. It's part of the Bonneville range, the Bonneville Speedmaster, and it is Triumph's more cruisery option. So at the heart of Triumph's Speedmaster 1200, there is a 1200cc 8-valve single overhead cam parallel twin. God, that's a bloody mouthful. And it looks absolutely stunning. It's so elegant. You have the 2x2 exhausts in the chrome. You've got these lovely machined fins. And it just looks quality. Now the engine itself pumps out just shy of 77 brake horsepower, and it produces 106 Newton meters of torque. So at that horsepower, it's not going to rip your arms off, but look at it, it's not designed for that. It's designed to cruise around in absolute style, feeling like a boss. So if we bring it down to the suspension, we have Showa 47mm cartridge forks. You've got the lovely gaiters on there as well, very retro. And if we pan round to the back, you have the shock, which you can just see peeking from underneath the seat. And that is just your generic monoshock rear suspension unit with linkage and preload adjustment. Moving on to the brakes, we've got some pretty big looking twin discs, 310mm in diameter. And then we've got a Brembo caliper, which is a 2-pot sliding caliper. And then if we pan round to the back, hidden under here we have a Nissan caliper. This is a 1-piston caliper and it's a sliding one as well. And then you've got the single brake disc on the rear. So this bike is chain driven. I know you see some of the cruisers and they've got a belt drive, but this is indeed chain. And then you've got the spoked wheels as well. And of course it comes fitted with the Avon Cobra rubber. Lights on this bike, we have LED lights all round. Let's switch it on. I absolutely love where the ignition is on this. Gorgeous LED lights, and even though these are quite sizable, again still LED. And if we pan round here, you've got that lovely circular light as well, which I just think looks really nice. So if we have a look at the tank here, it is a 12-litre tank, and according to Triumph you will get 60.9 mpg out of it, which is pretty good going if you ask me. The foot controls are forward, so you do have to be mindful of that when you're setting off if you're not used to it. We've got these lovely retro, big and round and chunky mirrors, which I think really complement the bike. So if we have a look at the dash, which I've just switched on, you have the, revs around here. It's an analog dash, got some nice little branding there, got your indicator lights there, neutral light there. And then here you've got a LCD screen. So if you press I here, you can see certain things. So you can have your revs, Triumph traction control saying it's off, the odometer, the trip 2, the MPG, how many miles you've got till you need to fuel up, the time, and then you're back. And then here, when you switch the bike on, this will fill up with bars, which will give you an indication just about your fuel levels. And then here, where there's a dash, you do have a gear indicator, 6-speed gearbox. And yeah, I think it's a lovely little thing. Right, so the Triumph Speedmaster is very short person friendly. It has a seat height of 705mm, and it does have a weight of 263 kilograms. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but genuinely, because it is so low, you don't feel that weight. That weight actually, it feels pretty light, and for me to push this around and get it out the garage and stuff like that, it's been no bother whatsoever. So if we just sit on this and get it off the stand, look, I've got a proper bend in my knee, it's really kinked, and it is just a super low bike. Now, even though it's a 1200, everything does seem rather small on it, which kind of confused me. When I was at the DGR, people would come up to me and say, oh, that's a big thing, isn't it? And I'm like, is it? It doesn't really feel like a big thing. It's very narrow, very low, and 77 brake horsepower, just shy of, it's not a scary thing. So feet forward in that position. Bars, you've got typical cruiser bars. So again, for reference, as always, I'm 5'4", 29-inch inseam, and honestly, this is ridiculously manageable height-wise. One of the things that I like about this as well is the seat is just so scooped, and it just cups your bum, and it's just like sitting in a big old armchair, and it's just really pleasant. Right, I suppose it's time for me to put my money where my mouth is and push it around a little bit. But I feel like the beauty of this bike is it's one of those bikes that you can just jump on and paddle like at really slow speeds to maneuver around to where you want to go. And it's just super confidence inspiring. So just a few little things that I want to bring up about this bike, which I forgot about. It does have modes, so you have rain and you have road, which, to be fair, at 77 horsepower, you could realistically just keep it in road, even in the rain, and I'm sure you'd be absolutely fine. The kickstand, you've got this little thing, which is just a helping hand if you do want to put the stand down. Got nice little detail here, like Speedmaster Bonneville. The seat that I was telling you about, beautifully crafted, lovely embroidery, just a real elegant setup. You've got a nice chunky badge there, which just looks gorgeous. And you've got adjustable levers as well, which is always nice when you have baby hands. Okay, so this bike comes in 3 colour options. This one is jet black, and the jet black starts at £12,195. Then you can get it in red hopper, which will set you back £12,395. And then you've got the sapphire black and fusion white. Now that's the most expensive of them all, and that will set you back £12,545. Okay guys, well I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been interesting to you. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, please consider hitting it. It really helps my channel grow and I always appreciate it. And until the next time guys, take care, look after each other and ride safe. See you later. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friends. You have been the one. You have been the one for me.